Diamond League, World Lead, meet record. How do you keep the confidence after going through so much injury and to be able to come out and still perform like this?
You know, I think injuries somehow is a part of the game, but you got to keep them short. So I felt like, you know, after I was done with that injury, it took me 6 weeks. It was tough, of course, in Oregon, but I felt like I was back in great shape in Munich. But now, you know, I've been training great this winter, and you know, I'm pissed because I lost my world title. So of course I'm going to fight to get it back.
But just like from my side of looking at things, I think what separates people is personality, and you seem to have a lot of personality. Even right now, I'm the last person here interviewing tonight. I feel bad because you've been just taking your whole time, but you're chilled about it, man, and like it doesn't seem to bother you. Like, so that must, you know, that relaxation. But then when you're out on the track, you bring so much aggression.
But I think for me, of course, it's always easier to do interviews after you run well. But at the same time, I think I'm not running that many races through a year, and I always feel when I go to the starting line, maybe except from last year, I feel like I'm always in a great shape unless I won't be there. So. And it gives me a lot, and I think, you know, it's also nice that people shows interest for my results. So to me, you know, having just a few races every year, I gotta enjoy the moments.
You must have a lot of internal belief because of coming from injury and then not racing that much, and then the minute the gun goes, like you took off like a bullet there this evening out of the blocks. You know, to have that confidence without really knowing where you're at, where does that come from?
When I train, I usually just run time trials against myself, and I run my races at the same time, and I'm very confident usually with my openings and stuff, as long as my fitness level is where I want it to be, which it is right now, and probably even better than I thought as well. You know, these openings are something that I'm very used to, so it works out great for me, and I think, you know, this is hopefully just the start.
So your training model is a little bit different then to the Ingebrigtsen training model, right? In that theirs is all controlled.
No, I do double thresholds every now and then.
You obviously just like lay it all out there, training, racing. Is that just the way you go?
Yeah, I think so. It's in my nature. You know, I'm very competitive, and I'm also. This means a lot to me, and I think you can see it through my running. And this is my way of doing it. This is my way of solving it. And to be honest, I think, without trying to be cocky, I think actually we have changed the way that everybody runs the 40-meter hurdle. So you can see that a lot of people start faster now than they did, even in the women's. And this is a new way of running even faster. I think before it was more like everybody was talking about this rhythm, and you have to find a rhythm and starting slow and finish the race fast. But I think, you know, this is a sprint. You know, the same way if you've seen Wade van Niekerk's 400-meter world record, it's the same way. You gotta open tough, because you can't go out there and pick up those tenths in the end. So I think it's a nice way of solving it.
Well, what this sport needs more than fast times is personality, and you've got a load of that, man. So well done, and we look forward. We look forward to seeing you for the rest of the season. I think now maybe you'll remember me next time, and we'll have interviews more often.
Yeah, of course.
Brilliant.
Yeah. Are you going to be in Stockholm?
Well, I will now, right? CITIUS mag. There we go. There we go. Cheers. Man, these Norwegian lads, they're sound.